Hi, welcome. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to myself. I haven't been on YouTube for at least 8 months now. When we became into the situation that we're currently in, I'm in now in 2021, February the 2nd. So I'm going to wind back. So back in April, May, I produced some videos for everybody, and they've been quite popular. There's been quite a lot of yoga. There was a lovely yoga for rainbows to say thank you to the NHS. So that was a really popular video. And there's been lots of other videos on there. I did produce a series of meditations which were based on Kundalini yoga. However, I only got to probably meditation 6, and I did say that I was going to do 14 of them. So I will be bringing back those meditations. So today is a bit of a catch up on what I'm going to be doing now back on YouTube. And I sort of woke up this morning and thought, yeah, it's now time to get back onto YouTube, because I want to be a bit of a support system for everybody, and it also supports me, being accountable to people, showing up here, showing what I'm doing, helping you out in a difficult situation. And it's just to catch up, cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever, sit down and listen to me ramble on for probably 20 minutes or so. I don't want to keep the video, I don't want to have the videos too long. So I've got a bit of a list because I want to keep it to the script, because I do tend to waffle. So 1st of February, I decided to give myself a challenge. Now, back in 2019, in September the 1st, I did a challenge and I went plastic free for 30 days or 31 days, however long the month was. I was so proud of myself. I was so organised. I hardly used any plastic whatsoever, and I kept a little jar of the plastic that I had. And there is a video that says how much plastic did you use in that month. So if you can go back to that video, you can check it out. It's not got many views, but it was really interesting on how much plastic I actually used, which was quite limited, really. I'll tell you what I did have a lot of was when I buy fruit, the fruit stickers, on a banana or something. There's not one on here, but I can't really show you, but you know what I mean, those little plastic stickers. And they're really annoying because I compost my peelings and stuff, and then you got a sticker on, so you have to take the sticker off, and then what do you do with it? So I know they use it to identify what it is, and it's often got the barcode on, so I can understand why they put it on. But, it's another thing to worry about, as if we haven't got enough to worry about, hey? So I'm going back to 2020, so the videos are there. If you want to go back to them, you might want to start the meditation 1 and go up to meditation 6 or 7, and then I will continue some more videos to follow on from that series, So they are brilliant. Kundalini yoga is a technology, it's a science, and it works. We do some strange things in Kundalini. We move our arms around in, shaking our arms, and a breath of fire and all sorts of things, but it gets your energy moving, and that's what we need to do. We're in February right now and it's cold. I love to garden. I can't get out there. I've got seed catalogues and I'm looking through my seeds, what I'm going to buy, but I can't do much more than that. So that's something you could do if you do garden, or you want to start gardening. From February onwards, you can start planting seeds. If you have a greenhouse, even better. It needs to be heated. But if you have a warm area in your house, you can probably start growing some things on your windowsills. Not quite sure what they are. We'll do a little garden update on that. So I'm just looking at the time on my video. I'm using an old tablet because I haven't used it much, and I thought I'd bring it out a little bit. Trying to reuse things, trying to reuse, renew, recycle, and not buy too much. So my real view of this virus, it's actually teaching us an awful lot. It's teaching us to not raid the earth for all of its resources. We've done that long enough now, and we need to stop. And we need to start to look at what we consume. So this is why I'm on this video today. Is about getting into a routine and not spending too much money in February. So February is my challenge. This is my challenge for me and to you out there. I've got a couple of friends that are on board with this as well, and they are up for it. They're like, yeah, we'll do this. The only thing you can do through this challenge is eat out of your cupboards. All of your staples that you have got that is all you can eat. Okay, very limited. Probably. If you haven't got a lot, then you just use what you can use up. And if you can't do the whole February, just do what you can do. The only thing you can buy or you can spend is about whatever you need to spend per person on fruit and veg. Now, I live on my own. I've just been to my local store. Well, it's not a shop. It's actually a market store that was set up during the pandemic when it first started. And everybody goes there. It's called a food court, and it's at the back of a pub in the car park. It's all outdoors. It's really safe. I'm literally in there, out there in 10 minutes, probably not even that. You have to queue a little bit, but hey, it's brilliant. And I can get quite a lot of fruit and veg. So I've got myself an old-fashioned book. I have written down February 2021, my spend. And I'm going to write down everything that I spend on here. And I'm going to try and keep it very, very little, yes? Because I've got veg, I've got fruit, I've got seeds, I've got all sorts of things in my house, nuts and everything. So I'm going to try and limit my spend in February, and I'm going to eat out of my cupboards. And I can show you it's possible. Now, if you've got a big family, you've got kids, you can start making your own food. You don't have to go and buy massive amount of processed food for the kids. You can actually make it. So on this channel as well, through the whole month of February, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to show you what I'm eating, how I'm making my food through the cupboards, what I've got out for the day, what I'm going to make with it. It's a bit like Ready Steady Cook. You know, when you get a banana, you get an onion, and you get some, I don't know, chickpeas, and you have to make something with it. You can make curry with the banana. You can, I don't know why this banana keeps coming in, but hey, hello. You can actually use the skin of the banana as well as the fruit to make a curry with. I actually made a banana skin curry on my channel when I was plastic free in September. It was really delicious. I would recommend you buy organic bananas because you're eating the skin. So you don't know what's been put on there. If it's an organic banana, it hopefully won't have anything that's been sprayed on it or anything like that. But then again, you still don't know. Give it a good wash and use that. Okay, so that's a little tip. But I'm just bringing this in. So we've got this selection of what we've got in the cupboard is what we're going to eat. So it's not a case of thinking, oh, what do I fancy today? Oh, I fancy blah, 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 right? And then you hop down to the nearest shop. You go and spend... you were planning to buy, let's go back to bananas. You fancy bananas. I'm going to buy some bananas, right? You go into Waitrose. Now, how much are you going to spend on this banana? You're going to buy a bunch of bananas and you're going to go home, right? You've wasted the petrol to get there to get the bunch of bananas in the first place. However, you're not going to just buy those bananas. You're going to go into the shop and going to start seeing the little bargains. 3 cans of this. Buy 2, get the 3rd free. Oh, there's something reduction over there. I'm going to buy that. And you start adding things to it. Probably these bananas are going to cost you a tenner. And you come back with food that you don't particularly want, but you just sort of fancy it at the time. And the other thing to remember is don't go shopping when you're hungry, because that is when you buy more food. All right, now, so let's be practical here. So I've just gone and bought a load of veg from my little market down my road. I did go in the car because it was raining, plus the fact that this bag is very heavy. And I have a bit of a problem with my shoulder. And so I particularly didn't want to be holding this huge bag, I'm going to bring it up here, of shopping because it is very heavy. So I'm just going to move some of my things away. Now, I'm going to suggest also, if you can, to eat as much fruit and veg as you can, but to eat the staples, things like pulses, chickpeas, things like that. If you're a meat eater, I know we're not in veganuary, never say that, but why not go vegan for February? Let's just do it. Let's just change things, and we don't have to go it for January. Let's do it in February. So if you missed January, we're doing it in February on this channel. So I'm going to show you what I've bought. Now, I had a Tesco shop on Friday, not knowing I was going to do this challenge. So I've actually got quite a lot of food in my fridge already. So I will probably be using that food and what I've got in my cupboards probably for the next 3 months, because I have a lot of food that I've bought, especially for Christmas, stuff like that. I'm still eating out my freezer. I did go through it and found quite a lot of stuff that I think, right, I can eat that, I can make that. So what I did to start off with, I cleaned my fridge out, and I actually pulled the whole thing out and just saw what was in that fridge. Okay, and then I produced a meal plan. Okay, so on there is a meal plan. I'm using the stuff that I've got in my freezer, and I made the plan. So a lot of it is all vegan, mostly vegan. In fact, I think it's all vegan. Oh no, there is some prawns that I had for after Christmas, so I'm going to make a risotto with that probably tomorrow. Okay, but everything else is vegan, because when you eat vegan, you can eat out your cupboards, because you can have pulses, chickpeas, butter beans, lentils to eat. If you haven't got those things, why not get some? Try some, yeah, if you don't eat that sort of thing. So this is what I've got. Bearing in mind I have got some fruit and veg already in my cupboards, but this is what I've got. And again, I'm not happy because it's all plastic, but it's the way the woman put it all in the bag, and before I could say, oh, I don't want it in plastic, it was, you know, move along type of thing. So I've got this huge radish, and this is amazing for coleslaw. I bought some of these after Christmas, and they lasted me ages, and they kind of got like a really spicy radish. You can put them in curries, you can grate it, you can spiralise it, really tasty. So I got one of those. It was about £1. Got some salad. Now I normally grow my own lettuce and rocket, but this time of the year it doesn't grow particularly well. I have got some Paris Island. Good old Monty Don suggested we grew Paris Island in September, and I've actually grown some, but because it's been quite wet and it's been snowing, the poor lettuces aren't looking particularly good. So I did get a bag of salad. This was £1.50. I normally wouldn't spend that amount of money on the bag of lettuce, but I didn't want to go to any other shops, to be perfectly honest, especially at this moment in time. I brought some bananas. I just bought 3 bananas. These aren't organic, but I just bought 3. I'm not a huge fan of bananas, but they're good after yoga. When I've done a class, I'll probably just have half of one, or I'll put one in a smoothie. Okay. I bought some courgettes, just a couple. Again, I grow these in the summer. A couple of courgettes. That's that in that bag. And then what else have I got here? I bought a massive bag of potatoes. We've got 2 for about 6 baking potatoes there. I got, oh goodness me, a huge bag of brown onions. I bought a massive bag of black grapes. Yeah, pull them out. And run out of space here. Bought a fennel. A massive bag of apples. This is going to last me a month. Right, probably longer, and that's it. Okay, so those are the bits that I bought. Now this is going to last me ages. Now the only thing I haven't got here is like kale and leaves like spinach. I do have some spinach in my freezer, which I froze, and I've also got in my garden a lot of Swiss chard, which I'm planning on using. All right, so very limited. So that's going to last me quite a long time. What I'm going to do with some of the things, like for example, the grapes, I'm going to freeze them. Now I freeze them, and then what I do, I take all them off the stalks, I put them in a big Tupperware or in a big bag, and I will freeze them, and then I will put them in my porridge or in my cereals, and they freeze so well. Now I've got a whole bag there. I'm not going to eat those in a couple of days, and they will start to go off. So rather than waste things, I'm going to freeze those. That's going to take some space in my freezer up, but it's going to be, you know, useful. Take this salad out of its container, and I shall put it into a cloth container. I've got one of those ones that you used to have in Sainsbury's, you know, the drawstring bags. I shall put that in there, and that will stop it going sweaty and off, because what tends to happen is we buy this, we chuck it in the fridge, 2 days later we go and pick it out, and it's all going mouldy, it's going off basically. The rest of the stuff I think will be fine. I will juice those apples in the morning with ginger and turmeric, which I freeze. I buy a big bag of ginger and turmeric. I freeze it, and then I grate it and freeze it. Put it in a Tupperware box, so it's all, you know, you can spoon it out. And then what I'll do is I'll decant it into a small jar, and I'll put it in my fridge, and then it's fresh. And then when I can add it to my juices or my smoothies in the morning, it's really healthy. So that's my stash. Okay, what I've also got going on here, I'll just reach over and I'm going to just show you. I've got like a little sprouting section going on, a little sprouting thing. Okay, I've got my own little garden in my kitchen. So I've got 4 types of pulses here, and that's why I said if you haven't got any pulses, go and buy some. Buy organic. And what I've got here, if you can see, this is sprouted lentils, and it's just starting to sprout. You probably won't see it very well, but they've got little tails coming off them. You can see them. Yeah, you can see there's some of them have got little tails coming off, and they're black lentils, or actually green pea lentils. Yeah, and that is only 1/3 of a cup. And see how many it's made. This is amazing in salad. It gives you loads of protein. Here we've got some aduki beans, exactly the same. You can see the little white things, they're starting to shoot now. I've got some, my favourite, mung beans. These make amazing curry, a mung bean curry. And we've got here some, not many in here, but these are sunflower seeds that I've actually sprouted again. These aren't doing so well. They've got like a little, like a casing on them, which you don't normally get, but these are quite hard. But I've got them inside. You see, if I broke the seed, they've got the little shell inside. The shell comes off rather than you've got the inside. They haven't particularly sprouted like I expected them to do, but hey, you live and learn. But they're quite nice when they're soaked, because then I can put them on my porridge and things in the morning. So they're going to be going there for about another 4 days, and then they'll be starting to be ready to eat. You have to water them a couple of times a day. Rinse them out and then put some fresh water in. So if you do it twice a day, they'll grow quicker. You don't want them to dry out. So that's one thing. So that's a couple of ideas. So I'm going to sign off in a minute, because I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 17 minutes. So it's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So I'll be coming on here at 7 o'clock at night. I'll be recording in the evening, and I will be explaining what I've had through the day. What I might do on that video is what I've got for the next day, because it's a good idea to get ahead. Yeah, so if you're going to do this challenge, you get ahead, you make your list. So I'm just recapping. You make your list, go through your cupboards, see what you've got. I literally pulled out all of my cupboards. Oh my God, I've got so much stuff, so many tin stuff, you know, pulses. Back in, you know, lockdown, I used to grab a couple of cans of something, you know, when I went shopping, a couple of cans of baked beans, a couple of cans of butter beans, and I'd already ordered quite a lot of stuff for January, for the veganuary anyway, because I like to go, I am mostly vegan, but I will eat some fish and sometimes a little bit of dairy, but I'm quite allergic to dairy, so it's something I can avoid. But I'm not completely vegan, but I'm trying to get there. So I bought lots of cans back in January, so I've still got loads of stuff to go on with. My friend calls it my nuclear store, my emergency supplies, and it kind of is a good thing to have. You know, it is a good thing if you can have some staples behind you. I always think if you've got enough food for 6 months in your cupboard, be it like rice, staples, beans, things like that, that can keep you going. And if there was an emergency, and I don't want to put that out there, but if there was an emergency, we could survive it. Yeah, we've got the food. So yes, I don't want to go on too much, because we're now at nearly 20 minutes. So I've got my food here. I've got my veg, which is my fresh stuff. I've got some veg in the garden, which is like Swiss chard. I've got a little bit of pulsane, which was like, it's like a spinach if you haven't grown that. And I will be eating out of my fridge and freezer. So going back, get yourself some veg, get yourself your plan, go through your freezer, go through your cupboards, make a plan of all the recipes, things you like to eat. You don't want to be, this doesn't want to be deprivation, right? This is about nurturing yourself, eating healthy food. So we get that. You might want to sprout some fruit and seeds, pulses, that sort of thing. You might want to get some of your books out. I've got my Happy Pear, which is a vegan book. My lovely daughter bought this for me. And then she also bought me another book for my birthday. She knows how much I love the Happy Pear. And they're on YouTube, the Happy Pear. They're amazing. Lovely vegan book. I haven't really used this too much because I only got this in January for my birthday, but I love it already. Been going through it, made a few things. I'm also presenting a healthy, say hello to Happy Healthy New You. And this is a yoga membership that I put together in January, and there's been a lot of people come on it. I can't see, it's gone a bit dark. So there's not a lot of people have come on it. So we've got quite a few people. We do yoga on a Tuesday evening. And that you get this welcome pack, and in this welcome pack you've got lots of veggie recipes, got loads of, it's all vegan, lots and lots of vegetables, detox juicing, carrot cake bites, chocolate balls, power balls, you name it, it's in here. So this is carrying on in February, so if you wanted to join me, just DM me. The details are at the bottom of this video. I will put together let you know how much it costs and everything if you want to DM me, and you can join us. It doesn't matter where you live because it's all on virtual on Zoom. So hop on there, have a look at that. Might be something you want to do. I just thought to put it together for after Christmas when people are a little bit like, oh, I really need to lose a bit of weight. But it's not about losing weight. It's about healthy living, healthy choices. So this channel now is going to go into that space again. Looking after yourself. You are important. You're the most important thing right now. Yes, your family is important, but you need to stay healthy. And if you're a mum, look after yourself, yeah? Do some yoga every morning, get into a routine, get yourself organised, and I will see you tomorrow at, I won't see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock, but I will be recording this video about 7 o'clock and then uploading it onto YouTube, so you'll probably have it the following day with some things that I've made today. And so I'm going to sign off now. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. But enjoy February, eat healthy, hop on this challenge, see how much money you can save, and think about a treat at the end of it. You know, if you did a whole month and hardly spent anything, and you've got the investment already in your cupboards, and it's such an achievement. You're feeling so good at the end of it if you think, oh my God, I've saved myself so much money. What are you going to spend that on at the end of it? I know what I'm going to spend my money on, and I will reveal that, and I probably will be buying that towards the end of February. It's something for me, something for my house, but it's something I've been wanting for a long, long time. But I won't tell you what it is. Keep it a bit of under the wraps. So think about something you would like to buy for yourself. Think about that, how much you can save this month. Come on the challenge, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much. Namaste, Sat Nam. I'll see you soon tomorrow. Bye.